Good evening, everyone. Today we have most awaited and very interesting lecture in the series of Ayurveda for yoga therapists and the doctors. I welcome here upon our today's speaker and our mentor, Dr. Ghanshyam Sharma sir, Dr. Alok sir, Dr. Geeta ma'am, Dr. Evita ma'am. Well, friends, there is all of us knows very well, sir, but let me introduce you to him once again. Dr. Ghanshyam sir, he is a BMS, he is a Bachelor of Ayurvedic Medicine and Surgery. He has got his doctorate, MD, Masters of Medicine in Ayurveda in Kaya Chikitsa, a particular subject related to the general health of the body. He is a YCB level 3 expert and a renowned international figure in yoga therapy. Dr. Sharma sir holds the coveted diploma in yoga therapy from Kaivaladham Yoga Institute, India, one of the pioneers to start a syllabus-wise yoga courses in India and abroad. He has been associated with this Kaivaladham as a medical yoga consultant for over 15 years. He has worked in the corporate health sector as Ayurvedic senior research advisor for over 20 years in the very famous companies like Rallis India, Shreya Life Science, Ajanta Pharma, Charak Healthcare Pharmaceuticals. He is conducting regular Ayurveda and yoga therapy workshops in India and abroad. He has been invited to London, Dubai, China, Taiwan, Germany, Vietnam to conduct yoga and Ayurveda health seminars and retreats. Well, I should say he is an encyclopedia of yoga and Veda and Upanishads. You can ask him any question related to Upanishad, Veda, or yoga. Within a minute, you will get the answer, and that is also with the proper reference. So I should say he is a living dictionary of sutras and shlokas. So his teaching also based on the holistic and time-tested scientific, traditional, and preventive principles from pranayam, yoga sutra, yoga therapy, and Ayurvedic lifestyle principles. In his work, his backbone is his wife, Dr. Preeti Sharma, who is specialized in noble cause of teaching yoga to visually impaired and master of pre and postnatal yoga. He is blessed with the children Ayu and Dev. So hereupon I invite Dr. Ghanshyam Sharma sir for his today's subject, SWASTHAVRITTA. SWASTHAVRITTA is your guideline to stay healthy forever. Thank you very much, sir. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Hari Om Tat Sat. Thank you, Vinod Bhai, for my introduction, which I don't deserve, because I feel I'm still a student of yoga, not the master of yoga. Because as a self, I know what I know and what I don't know. So skill yoga is a beautiful, wonderful journey for me, and I'm still enjoying my learning process in this journey. Thank you again. We will start the today's very favorite, one of my favorite subject is the concept of SWASTHAVRITTA. Friends, I was very much influenced with this statement of Swami Vishnu Devananda. Swami Vishnu Devananda is the founder of Swami Shivananda. Swami Shivananda has, Swami Shivananda is the guru of Swami Vishnu Devananda. And therefore, when Vishnu Devananda started his own ashrams and center, instead of keeping his own name, he is keeping his guru's name. So that is why these ashrams are called as Shivananda ashrams. But this beautiful statement is very, very much giving me insight of what I'm going to talk today. The statement says, health is wealth, peace of mind is happiness, and yoga shows the way. Let us discuss the first line. Health is wealth. If you see this, it is a very beautiful statement coming from Hitopadesh. That ahar nidra bhay maithunam cha samanam tat pashurvir naranam. धर्मो हि तेषाम अधिको विशेषो धर्मेन हीनाः पशुभिः समानाः. It means if you see this statement, ahar, nidra, bhay and mathun, these are the four activity everyone do. Even we do and animals also do. So there is no difference between us and animals. Huh? Animals, what is the difference between animals and us? So this is said in Hitopadesh, there is no difference between human beings and animals. Human being can live like animals if they don't realize what is his dharma. huh? Dharmo hi tesham adhiko vishesho. Dharmen hina bina dharma ke pashubi samanaha. You are like a animal. And that is the most insight of yoga. Ki what is the purpose of me? What is the purpose of my life? If I don't have any purpose of my life, then there is no difference between living human being like an animal. And that is the this thing. Only difference is the use of mind and intellect, man or buddhi. Except when you apply the mind and intellect, you become from animal to human being. And if you don't apply the mind and intellect, you are not different than any of the animals. So this is the, and so therefore we are the special animals, you can say. Special animals which has the developed mind and intellect. Or therefore in Ayurveda, there is a very beautiful word used, pragna. Pragna means buddhi. That is the another word of buddhi, pragna. And when you don't use your intellect, then there is called as you are doing pragna paradha, aparadha of pragna. It is like buddhi aparadha, pragna paradha. That is also one of the reasons said in Ayurveda, ki disease causing factor, one of the main disease causing factor is the pragna paradha. Now, if you see this balance, which one is my priority? My priority is health and my priority is wealth. So normally, if you ask yourself, it is very difficult to balance both of them. If you focus on health, you can't get wealth. If you focus on wealth, you can't get health. So throughout the life, I struggle to decide my priority. Most of the time what happens, like when I when I started running marathons, in marathon also there are two issues. One is speed, second is stamina. If you focus on speed, you sacrifice stamina. If you sacrifice on stamina, you focus. If you focus on stamina, you sacrifice speed. So always marathon is a struggle between stamina and speed. So same thing, most of the time our life becomes struggles between the health and wealth. It is very few people who get both of them. So most of the time we are like this, ki health is not wealth, but wealth is health. So what happens? Health becomes wealth is a priority followed by the health. So it creates a imbalance. You can see the wealth is going up, the health is going down. Later on what happens, ki whatever the wealth we have earned, we use for the improve our health. And that is what happens with most of us, including you and including me. So this is the another very interesting statement I saw. So many spend their health gaining wealth and then have to spend their wealth to regain their health, you see. And this is what happening with most of us. We spend our life. Now, most of the time when student ask me, ki, sir, everything is fine, but I don't have time. This is a very common question asked. Imagine to generate some wealth, how many hours of the day we spend. Some are spending 8 hours, some are spending 12 hours, some are spending 15 hours. So when you work 15 hours a day for many years, you generate some wealth. Imagine 10% of, I'm just asking them, 10% of the time which you spend to generate wealth, give it to generate health. So wealth don't come suddenly, health don't come suddenly. Years of practice bring some wealth, years of practice bring some health. Remember. So this equation is very interesting. Ki only spending and to generate wealth, we take care of every activity. Even every rupee we spend with proper awareness. If you don't care that, then you can't, the wealth accumulation doesn't happen. Same thing, you have to apply every activity when you do with awareness, every activity you do with attentiveness, every activity you do with alertness, then you generate good health. And that is what the SWASTHAVRITTA is. SWASTHAVRITTA is saying only one thing, that every activity is important to get good health. Not only doing 1 hour of yoga. 1 hour of yoga gives you some health, but not the complete health. For complete health, you need a different type of activity. Now, let me tell you, in yoga, we talks about the 4 paths of yoga. The concept of karma yoga, the concept of bhakti yoga, the concept of jnana yoga, and the concept of raj yoga. So they are called as 4 paths of yoga. Now, interestingly, when I go to the ashrams to teach, or when I go to ashram to experience, ashram activities are divided in 4 activities. That you do some raj yoga. That is in ashram there is a class of hatha yoga every day, 2 hours morning, 2 hours evening. You do some karma yoga. So we all work for ashram. So that is our karma yoga. For example, my karma yoga is teaching. So I teach. Then you do bhakti yoga. So in ashram there is a satsang. There is a prayers. You have to attend the satsang, and satsang is basically chanting the divine songs of the Lord, any Lord, whichever you wish. So that is the concept of love. That is the concept of bhakti. That is and jnana yoga. That is the concept of intellect. What knowledge I get. So in ashram there is every activity, and most of the ashram devotee sadhak who is attending present in the ashram has to participate in all the 4 activity of jnana yoga, activity of karma yoga, activity of bhakti yoga, and the activity of raj yoga. Now this is vrittam. This is the regimen. This is the schedule. Exactly, when you see the health is something which is the combination of various factors. Like bhakti yoga is something which is combination of bhakti, karma, raj, and jnana. So exactly so all these 4 activity, 4 yoga, 4 paths of yoga, it has the tremendous influence on my mind. My mind, that is how we train our mind in the system of yoga. Exactly how to train your body in the system of Ayurveda is called as the concept of SWASTHAVRITTA. And very interestingly, this concept of SWASTHAVRITTA is very much complementing to the system of yoga. For example, what activity I have to do throughout the day. In Ayurveda, they are said, and all the activity they are said complementing the activity of path of yoga. For example, I have to do something for the body. I have to do something for the mind. I have to do something for the intellect. I have to do something for the higher energy source, which we call Ishwar, which we call God. So even the swasthavrita activities are the directly or indirectly also contributing the activities of the yoga we do. And that is the very interesting concept of swasthavrita. So if you see this survey was conducted in United States. Now this survey has got 4 factors. It has divided, for example, 1,000 participants, and 1,000 participants, the question was asked, ki health, peace of mind. How much of you feel you are secured, healthy point of view and the wealthy point of view? So financial peace of mind and healthy peace of mind. These were 2 parameters they were evaluated. Financial peace of mind means financially you are secured, and health point of view also you are secure. And very interestingly, in this survey, it came out that 12% of the 1,000 people are secured for both. You know, they are financially secured and they are peace of mind, they are secured. You see the quantity is only 12%. 29% feel that they are health point of view, they are secured, but not the wealth point of view. If you see 16% came as they are secured wealth point of view, but not secured from health point of view. And 13% are their opinion, they are neither secured from health point of view nor secured from wealth point of view. And 30% came as the moderate of balance. So you see a country where the standard of living is very high, quality of life is very good, the security is only 12%. Imagine, ask yourself this same question, how much you are secured from health point of view and the financial point of view. It will give you. So this is a very interesting survey. It gave us idea that out of the 1,000 people, only 12% are secured for both of them. Most of the, you can say 88% people are not having both of them. So that is why I said, and that is why Bhagavad Gita also said, Samatvam Yoga Uchyate. Yoga is the balance of both the things, peace of mind, health point of view, and the wealth point of view. So now I am coming to the subject of SWASTHAVRITTA. Nirukti. What is the definition? Swasthavritta. This is how, by this 4 word, the SWASTHAVRITTA is made. So swa means my own self, myself, my natural, my inherent phenomena, my innate. So which I born with, my default mechanism, you can say. Au means protect. To do my self-protection, what I do, that is vritti. So circle, stability, routine or regimen, that is the vritta. So swa means self, au means protect, sta means stay. To stay in this self-protected state, what activity, what regimen is required, that is called as the SWASTHAVRITTA. So therefore, SWASTHAVRITTA refer to the routine activity which should be followed to protect one's natural state and keep it in equilibrium. So you see, it is a very, very unfortunately what is happening, we are not giving so much importance to the preventive medicine. And so now this corona has taught us that prevention is the best cure. If you are not taking care of your health, then I will take care of your health. So that is why one of the biggest message this corona time has given us, that please be alert, please be aware, please be serious about your own immunity, about your own health. And that is the what the aim of swasthavritta is. So that is स्व में जो स्थित है उसके लिए जो वृत्ति करनी पड़े वह स्वस्थ वृत्त है. So that is why a definition of paribhasha. What is the paribhasha? The activity of an individual which maintains the normalcy of the dosha dhatu mal. We already have discussed the dosha dhatu mal. So to maintain these three factors properly, what activities are required by individual in their own state and facilitate their normal physiologically activity are considered as swasthavritta. So this is the paribhasha. Now this swastha is known by different terms. They are called as synonyms of the swastha. Prakriti, swasthya, sukha, arogya, dhatu samya as synonyms of health. So they are called as, so if you find these are the different terms we are using. He stresses the disorders is, Ayurveda stresses that disorder is disequilibrium of dhatus and their equilibrium is health. Health is known as happiness while disorder is known as unhappiness. So the purpose of the swasthavritta is to promote happiness, healthy happiness. That is the most important, not unhealthy happiness. So what is the message? Pehla sukh nirogi kaya. A disease-free body is the beginning of happiness. So that is very, very strong statement. And pehla sukh nirogi kaya. Swasthra deals with the aim of swasthasya swastha rakshanam. That is the aim. For your information, friends, Ayurveda says if you become a doctor, if you become a Vaidya, your first role is not to treat the patient. Your first role is swasthasya swastha rakshanam. And a role of the doctor is that people should not suffer. He should do the activity so people remain healthy. Same thing, a role of policeman is not to catch the thief. A policeman role is people should not follow the marg of thief, the path of thief. A role of advocate is not only fight against the cases. A role of advocate is to promote law so people should not break law. Exactly in the same way, a role of the doctor is not only treating the patient, but the most important role of the Vaidya or doctor is protecting the health of the society. And I'm very happy today this role is carried out by the different yoga teachers. So yoga teachers are promoting this concept of Ayurveda, that is swasthasya swastha rakshanam. And why to do? What is the prayojanam? What is the objective? What is the aim? Aim is dharma, artha, kam, mokshanam, arogyam, moolam, uttamam. Freedom of disease is the main root cause of requirement to achieve the four purushartha. Dharma, artha, kama, moksha. That is the four objective of my life. My objective, that my duty towards the society, my duty towards the self, my duty towards myself, and my duty towards the liberation. So that is the objective. Objective of swastha is not only to remain healthy, but remain healthy for what purpose? For purushartha, for fulfilling the objectivity of the life, fulfilling the purpose of life. And this purpose of life is following the path of dharma, following the path of artha, following the path of karma, kama, and following the path of moksha. one who does not follow the Dincharya, Ritucharya. Dincharya is the daytime regimen. Ritucharya is the seasonal regimen. So one who does not follow the discipline, Dincharya and Ritucharya properly as described in Ayurveda is likely to be infected with multiple health problems. Hence, everyone should follow these regimens to protect one's health. And this is what we have seen during this corona time. So, service to the society is dharma, service to the family is artha, service to the self is kama, and self-realization, my purpose of life, is the moksha. So they are called as the four purushartha, the four purpose of the life, four purpose of my good health. And what happens when we don't follow these regimens? What will happen? Rogastu dosh vaisamyam, dosh samyam rogata, arogata. Rog is the imbalance or vitiation of dosha. Arogya is the balanced state of the dosha. So if you follow, you become healthy. You develop the balanced state of the three doshas. If you don't follow, you become rogastha, and we suffer from the vitiation of the dosha. Now here if you see swasthavritta manavo yena vidina swastha tishtati sarvada tamev karyet vedyoho yatah swastham sadepsitam. By the practice of which an individual always lives with healthiness and happiness, a physician should instigate for such practice, as because of good health is the most desirable object of the human being. So this awareness not only required in Ayurvedic physician, but this awareness is also required for the yogic teachers. For your example, in one of the medical science, one of the study was published, French paradox. This study was published that when the whole country is dying with heart attacks, Frenchmen are not dying. In certain part in the France, they are not suffering so much prevalence and mortality of the heart attacks. So it was discovered what these Frenchmen are doing. They are not, their health is protected, and it was observed that French people drink wine every day, 2 to 3 times in a day, anytime. And that came as a discovery. Then wine is a cardioprotective, wine protects us. But different people take this statement different way. Some people start taking that alcohol is good for the heart, and they started drinking. But French people drink a very small quantity, and that is the secret of good health, not the whole bottle. And that came as a, so that is why, so different people took it, and those who are not drinking alcohol, they start drinking alcohol. So you imagine this thing go. So as a Vaidya or as a Yoga Shikshak, Yoga Sadhak, I have to be very aware of the individual lives life with healthiness. We come across many senior people, 75 years of age, 80 years of age, and they don't have diabetes, they don't have blood pressure. Very, very interesting. So always, if you meet some people, always ask them what you have done in your life that these medals you have not achieved. And that is the level of awareness. So that is why as a yoga teacher and as a Ayurvedic physician, I have to develop that curiosity. What people are doing. The same thing also happens with different studies have published. I gave you the example of this French study, French paradox. Now, according to Ayurveda, we suffer because of 3 reasons, 3 causative factors. And what are these three causative factors? Asatme Indriyarth Sanyog. It is a very, very interesting terminology. For yoga teacher, this is very important to know that misuse of the sense organs. Misusing the sense organ is called as asatme. Satme means which is healthy. Unhealthy attachment of the indriyas. Sanyog means attachment. So when you don't, so main cause of the disease is said in Ayurveda that main cause of the disease is not the parinam, not because of time, but it is the misuse of our sensory organs. And today, if you see, the problem is no doubt, unfortunately, this communicable disease has come, corona. But otherwise, our main problems are not the corona. Our main problems are diabetes. Our main problems are obesity. Our main problems are the high blood pressure. Our main problems are the metabolic disorders. And all these diseases comes because of the misuse of the sensory organs. That is called as role of sensory organs. Asat means use your indriyas, use your sense organ, but use it very carefully. मुझे खाने के लिए जीना है, जीने के लिए नहीं खाना है. नहीं, मुझे जीने के लिए, खाने के लिए नहीं जीना है. Correct? So that is what asatme indriyarth sanyog. And a role of intelligence. Every smoker knows smoking is bad, but then also he smokes. This is called pragnaparad, misuse of the intellect. And that is the second factor. And lastly, factor is said because of the time, parinama. Means because of the age, because of the corona, I am suffering. So this is not under your control. So parinam is not under your control. But first two reasons are controlled. So most of the sufferings are not because of external factor. Most of the diseases because of my own internal factor. And in yogic language, this is called as antaraya. This is inner obstacle. This is. So this is very well said, and I think every yoga teacher should know the most important disease causing factors, first priority, role, misuse of the sense organ, whether it is misuse of the eyes, whether it is misuse of the tongue, whether it is misuse of the nose, whether it is misuse, any type of misuse. And the most important sense organ is the misuse of the mind. Mind is also one of the 6 sense organ. So asatme indriyartha sanyog. Pragnaparad. Pragnaparad means I know this activity is not good, but then also I am doing. So that is the pragnaparad and role of the time, parinam. Corona is because of parinam, but we can't help. We can't help. So today we saw the parinam. But if first two factors are not controlled, so people who suffered corona badly are the people who have not followed the first two, asatma indriya sanyog and pragnaparad. And then the parinam becomes bad for them. But those who followed these, the role of time has not caused. So therefore, the people with good immunity, they have survived well, even at the age of 86. My mother got corona in the second wave at the age of 86, but she survived. She has beaten corona. But many young people died because they have not followed the first two paths. Possible, not possible. I'm not saying 100%. So that is why we have to focus the factors we can change. We cannot change the parinam, but we can change the first two factors. That is the asatme, indriyarth sanyog, and pragnaparad. And this is beautiful definition coming from Ayurveda. Excuse me. Coming from Ayurveda, that is the Arogya Lakshanam. Arogya Lakshanam on the features of the disease-free health. And that is definition described by Shushruta. Samadosha Samagnesha Samadhatu Malakriyaha Prasannatmendriya Manaha Swastha Itya Abhidiyate. I think there are some marking has come. Shall I close and open again, Erita?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, 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 please.
Okay. So, Arogya Lakshanam, that is a very good, very well described. Who is healthy? If you talk about the health, then describe who is healthy. I don't know. Somebody is playing.
Yes, somebody trying to hack it also.
Request to everyone to please check that you are the cursor is not on the screen too much. Thank you.
Okay. So this is the Arogya Lakshanam. This is what is said is the who is healthy. So this is the definition. We have already covered. This definition is said by the various people. Ki Samadosha Samagnesha. I am focusing on the definition which is given by Charakacharya. And Charakacharya has said Anindit Purush. See the definition. Anindit. Nindit means Anindit Purush. And you can say Prasasta Purush Lakshan. Prasasta means a strong Purush Lakshan. And the Anandit. And very well he is Charakacharya describing the factors. One of the best definition of the health is given in Ayurveda. You say WHO is still struggling. It is saying physical, mental, spiritual, social sense of well-being is a good health. But if you see the beauty of the definition of Ayurveda, it is, so I'm giving you three definitions of Ayurveda. First, already we know it is given by the Sushrutacharya, where your doshas are some, Agni is some, Dhatus are some, your excretory activities are some, as well as your Prasannatmendriya Manaha, your state of mind is happy, state of sense organ is happy, you are called as swastha. But if you see the Charakacharya, Sammamansa Pramana, Sam Sahanan, Drid Indriya, Vikaranam na balen abhibhuyate, Shut Pipasa Tapas, Siti Vyayam Saham, Sampakta, Samjara, Samamansachaya. Very, you see every word, it is the who is healthy. If you follow the Swasthavritta, you get proportionate muscle tissue, Samamansa Praman. You get some sahanan, proportionate compactness of the body. Drid Indriya, your Indriya becomes powerful, both sensory and motor, Gyanendriya and Karmendriya both. Vikaranam na balen abhibhuyate, can overcome onslaught of diseases. Shut Pipasa Tapas, can tolerate hunger, thirst and heat. Shit Vyayam, can tolerate coldness and exercise. Sampakta, normal digestion and assimilation. Samjara, normal aging process. Samamansachaya, balanced nourishment of the muscle tissue. So this is the beautiful definition given by Charakacharya. Sushrut definition everyone knows. But Charakacharya definition is known by, I request somebody who is making these red marks, please don't do it. It is a humble request. Okay. Then another definition is coming from Kashyap Rishi. You see the word they are using for describe what is good health. I think all these definitions give you a great insight of the, you can say what we call as a health and happiness. Annabhilasa, timely initiation of hunger. Bhuktasya paripaka sukhen, proper digestion and assimilation of eaten food. Srushta vinmutra munmutra vatatvam, proper evacuation of bowel, urine and flatus. Sarirasya tu lagvam, lightness of the body. Suprasindri indriyatvam, pleasantness of sense organ. Sukha swapna prabodhanam, pleasant sleep and awakening. Balavarna ayusho labha, good strength and complexion and long life. Saurmanasham samagnita, balanced mind and digestive fire. Vidyad arogyam arogyalingani viprite viparyayam. There is a feature of healthy individual. Opposite qualities are considered as element. I think if you read these all three statements, everyone will find nobody is healthy. We can't, if you see, all parameters are different to match. And that is the beauty of issue, if you see. So these are the various parameters Ayurveda has given. So these are strong three definitions. Whenever you have time, you please note down definition from Sushrutaracharya, definition from Charkacharya, and definition from Kashyapacharya. That is written in the Kashyap Samhita. So what Swasthavrita includes? While working in corporate sector, one of my HR manager, very senior lady, she told me one thing, how to plan your day. She said very nicely, when you start every day working, on the piece of paper, write down that 10 to 15 activity will you do today. You chalk out. When you finish your day, you see out of the 15 activity, how many activity you have completed successfully. And this will give you your self-evaluation. If you have completed 50%, your self-judgment and self-evaluation is 50%. If you have completed 75%, and that is beautiful, I liked, every day we should plan over day. We should plan over day. What are the activity I have to finish in today's time, and end of the day you should mark which are the activity out of the 10, 15 which you have successfully completed. And this is Swasthavrita is saying, plan your health, plan your day, plan your night, plan your season. So this includes Dincharya. And in Dincharya, one of the activity is the yoga. So you can say yoga is one of the activity which is prescribed in Dincharya. I am not talking about Dincharya in detail because we have another speaker who is going to talk only about Dincharya. But Swasthavrita includes how you plan your day, how you plan your night. It is very important. We never plan overnight. I don't feel any science has said that you should plan how to your night. So Ratricharya, that is said, what activity you should do during daytime and what activity you should do during night time. What activity you should follow in the seasonal time, according to season. So according to season, we have to change our clothes. According to season, we have to change our food habits. According to season, we have to change our food ingredients. And that is concept is coming as Ritucharya. We have in another two speakers, they are going to talk about Ritucharya and Dincharya. But Swasthavrita includes the combination of all the activity. Dincharya, Ratricharya, Ritucharya, and Sadvritta. Sadvritta means Achara Rasayan, how I should behave in society. So for example, in yogic concept of yam and niyam, they are the ideal concept of achar rasayan. They are concept of sadvritta. So sadvritta means good, and vritta means regimen, a good regimen. This is a code of conduct for keeping good and balanced condition of the body and mind. So the same concept of sadvritta is mentioned in the yogic science as a concept of yam and niyam. Yam and niyam are the code of conduct I have to follow socially and personally. They are the concept of sadvritta in Ayurveda. But I'm giving you these different terminologies which are used in Ayurveda. For yoga teachers, it must be a new experience and something new terminology they are coming through. And then Ayurveda talks of 3 pillars of good health. So, and all these 3 pillars are part of the swasthavrita. Traya upasambha iti ahar swapno brahmacharyam iti. Ahar, nidra, and brahmacharya. Here, Ayurveda concept of brahmacharya is not related only with the sexual activity, but it is related with the indriya sanyoga, satma indriyartha sanyog. That is the how to create a healthy attachment of the sensory organ. That is a brahmacharya. So here brahmacharya means my sensory organs are under my control. I am not under the control of my sensory organs. So this is the difference between the yogic concept of brahmacharya and the Ayurvedic concept of brahmacharya. So 3 pillars of good health. We have another speaker who is going to talk only about nidra. You see. So these are the 3 pillars according to Ayurveda are the ahar, nidra, and brahmacharya, and they are part of the swasthavrita. So with this, I have given you a brief framework to what the swasthavrita means, what is the meaning of the swastha, and how to remain healthy following this healthy regimen of Ayurveda. With this, I end up my sessions. I'm still very happy to answer your questions if you have any. यदि आपको कुछ पूछना हो तो आप पूछ सकते हो. Okay. When there are no questions, it means everything is digested well, or nothing is digested.
Everything is digested.
Okay. So thank you, friends, for joining this wonderful evening sessions, and thank you for your wonderful response. We are trying our best to give you a genuine, authentic information of Ayurveda through the certificate course which we have planned. Certificate course in Ayurveda that we are planning to start from the 15th of October. And we hope this combination, I feel, कि yoga teachers are deprived of the knowledge of Ayurveda, which we are trying to fulfill by doing this course for yoga teachers. With the help of Mumbai Vaidya Sabha, I am thankful to the authorities of Mumbai Vaidya Sabha, because most of the speakers, those who are speaking in this Ayur Yoga lecture series, are from Mumbai Vaidya Sabha. So I am very thankful to Mumbai Vaidya Sabha for providing all their wonderful speakers, and thank you everyone for your wonderful support. So please spread this news to your friends, to your yoga teachers whom you know. If you want to know something about the Ayurveda course or the genuine information of Ayurveda, feel free to join the course. It is our first efforts, and with your supports, we wish to make it meaningful and successful. Thank you once again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ghanshyam sir. It was really an enlightening session, and you have covered everything, which will be really useful as Dr. Upendra Singh is written, that it will be very useful. So definitely I am well confident that all yoga teachers, they will use the knowledge given by you and other speakers. And as you have said that we are planning to have this certificate course from this 15th of October. So that will be really an opportunity for all teachers if they enroll or register within this period. Within this period means while these lectures are going on till 13th of this month. So you, any question, if you have any query you have, please ask. We have given numbers, Rita's number, Saurabh's number, and other numbers. And you can also contact Dr. Ghanshyam sir, myself, and we will be delighted to help you. So friends, spread this message to your colleagues, all yoga teachers. This is an opportunity. I think it is the first time that any organization like this Prana Yoga Therapy Center and Mumbai Vaidya Sabha, they are conducting such lectures, especially for yoga teachers. This is the first time. So, humble request, join this, spread this message to your colleagues, your friends, yoga teachers. And again, I would like to thank Dr. Ghanshyam sir for your this very useful, enlightening session. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you everyone, friends. We will meet tomorrow evening at the same time, 7 o'clock.
Thank you, Ghanshyam.
Alok
Thank
ji.
you very much. Thank you. Wonderful session.
Thank you, sir.
Usually we know the one definition, not the other definition. You just focus on the other definition also. Really, it was a wonderful session, and we know the actual health. What is the meaning of the? What is the actual definition of the health? Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
See,
Thank
the
you.
beauty of the language, the use, the how our tradition, how our rishis have described health. That is a wonderful way to know.
Yes,
But
it's tremendous.
unfortunately, we all are deprived of this knowledge in
Yes.
our curriculum, in our never. This is this point is mentioned. Ki we and I thought, ki, let me take this opportunity to see how beautifully the health is described in our traditional sciences.
Yeah.
Sir, very truly said.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Om Namah
Bye.
Shivaya.
Bye. Shubhra.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you to all.